Welcome back to the channel, guys. Pat here, Card Skill Dreams. So this will be my first update on the 69 Corvette L88. So just going through the kit and figured out there's a few things that aren't correct. For example, the mirrors aren't what came on a 69 69 Corvette. The L88 never came with the tri-carb setup. I'm not sure if I'm going to try and find something to rectify that, because it doesn't come with a 4-barrel intake, but it does come with the original air cleaner that an L88 would have had. So I'll just show you that. So that's this piece here. So that's the original air cleaner. This was foam on the outside. This actually was the actual air filter part on the outside. This actually sat up a lot higher than what this is showing. But maybe if it's a street machine, maybe I'll have a tri-carb setup so that that'll be part of the street machine theme. Because I know if I was building this not street machine, I'd want to take it more of a stock, appearing correct as I could. So having said that, I'm going to try not to worry about it. For some reason it's hard for me not to. I've been doing research on the car and looking at reference pictures, and that just kind of bugs me, but I think I'll just go with the tri-carb setup. I just had to get that out of the way and say that. So anyways, now that I got that out of the way, I just kind of wanted to go through my body prep. So every model that I've showed on YouTube thus far has been painted already. I haven't gone through this part of my prep work and whatnot. So I started with the Sharpie and just went over all the panel line, the mold lines that are still on there. So these are the mold lines that I've highlighted that I'll need to sand down and make sure they're smooth. And the only part I think that's going to give me some grief is is this mold line right around where the door handle, or not handle, but where you open the door anyway. So I think that's the only part I might have a little bit of trouble smoothing this out. So what I might do is tape this off, and then I'll sand around that. That's the only way I can think of. So I do have decals for the Stingray on the side, so I think I'm gonna sand that off. I'll sand the 427 L88 off. Some of the cars I looked at just had the 427 on there, so I have a decal for that. And then of course the signature GM flags on the front, I'll sand those off as well, and then a decal for that. So I'm going to scribe out the door lines just a bit so I can black wash them as well, and a little bit around the headlights, hideaway headlights. So I put in the hood, seeing how it fits. It actually fits pretty decent, but I do need to sand down each side just to give more room for paint. And then as you can see in the front here, I don't know if you can see that, there's a bit of a gap here, no gap here. So this is going to have to be addressed and taken back a couple millimeters, a millimeter maybe. And then, so I'll get all this sanded off. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark these scripts with the highlighter, with the Sharpie, sorry. And then that way I'll know when they're flat. So I'll just do that now. But before, sorry, just want to make sure I get in behind there. And then I've marked off, so on this car it's going to have the side pipes, so I need to shave off a little bit right here, so I've marked that as well. I thought about, looked at some cars without the side pipes, and there's a black, like a, I don't know if it's fiberglass or not, I don't know much about the car, but it's black, and then there's a trim, a chrome trim here. So if I wanted to do that, I'd have to fill this in, cut that down a bit. So I think I'll use the side pipes anyway, so that goes with, along with the street machine theme. So I'll do that. I'll sand this all down, maybe get it in primer, and then I'll come back. So I'm back after a bit of sanding. I use 600 grit, wet dry, a little bit of Dawn dish soap. It's looking pretty good. I did widen the panel, the door panels slightly. So just inspecting the body. So I will have to touch up a few areas before I go to prime. There's that there. See the S there for the Stingray. And this right here is a ridge, slight ridge. All these other ridges are nice and smooth. Still see a little bit of black right there. And this needs to be cleaned up a bit. Other than that, looks pretty good. I got the gaps in the hood. Look pretty good. Have to sand this down just a little bit. Oh. See a slight flag there. I think that's all I see. A little bit of flash here. So yeah, I'll finish that up and be ready for primer. Okay, so I got all the areas that I needed to get sanded down. So now I'm ready to wash this one more time. So I'm gonna wash it and then let that dry, and then I'll wipe it down with this is a 50-50 mix of distilled water and rubbing alcohol. So I'll wipe it down, let that dry, and then I'll shoot some primer. Okay, so I'm back. I shot some primer. Just finished going over the body, and it looks really good. So rather than mess around with it, and I mean, there's really nothing that I have to focus on because it looks really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lightly sand it with 600. Clean it again with the 50-50 rubbing alcohol, which is 70%, and distilled water. And then I'm going to shoot some paint. So yeah, everything looks really good. Yeah, it's not often straight out of the box with just a simple prep, sanding prep. I got really lucky with this body, I think. I usually have to put in a lot more work to get it to look this good in primer. So yeah, it's nice change. It's gonna be great. I feel like this is gonna be a really good paint job. So see you in color. So I'm just painting outside this is just in the garage here, sitting waiting 10 minutes between my first mist coat. Looking good so far, and I'm ready to shoot the second mist coat. And there we have the second mist coat done, so I just have to wait another 10 minutes. This is looking really good so far, loving the color. I was going for a Le Mans blue look. It's not quite 100% match, but for this project I think it's going to be perfect. Looks pretty awesome so far. I messed up the hood. Yeah, I don't know what happened. The nozzle fell off of one of my spray cans, so kind of messed up there, so I'll have to redo the hood. But yeah, after my first wet coat, come back. So here's the hood. So the paint that I bought was the wrong color, and the nozzle didn't have the proper tip on it, so I'll have to sand that down. So this is the paint I bought, no tip on it, didn't realize that, and once I started spraying it was the wrong color than the cap, so a little disappointed about that, but it seems like a good color. Be able to use it somewhere else, but not here. Okay, and here we are after the first wet coat. There's a couple little specks on the front left. I'm sure you can see that, but other than that, it's looking really nice. Yeah, really liking this color. Wasn't the color I originally planned to paint, but looks really nice. So I'll wait 10 minutes and then I'll throw the last coat on. So I'm back at the desk. Paint's been curing for a few days while I was at work. I did started sanding this down just to smooth it out. There is some texture, so I'm going to sand that down, and I'll be ready for clear at some point. I'm going to wrap this video up with these color coats because I I don't see anything but rain in the next few days in the forecast, so probably won't be able to get some clear on for a while yet. So I'll wrap this video up. So this was the color that I had initially wanted. It's pretty close. I had another color, blue color, sitting in the garage there, so I grabbed that. It's a little darker than what I wanted. It's hard to see in the video, but this is the one I wanted, but it's fairly close, and I'm happy with the results on the color coats. Like I said, a little bit of texture there. I want to clean that up, sand her down a little bit, smooth it out, and then I can do my clear. So this is all Duplicolor stuff, right from the primer, color coats, and the clear will be Duplicolor as well. Eventually I want to move to 2K urethane for my clear. And but anyways, I just want to thank everybody for checking in. Everybody's doing some good work out there on their group builds that I'm following, and just other stuff. I want to appreciate everybody's support. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe if you want. If not, that's cool. Yeah, I hope everyone has a good weekend. I'll hopefully get some work done. And yeah, model on, folks. Thank you. Thank you very much.